I carried books from town to town, thinking wisdom was my crown. Every page I learned by heart, yet knew so little from the start. I spoke of love, I spoke of light, I argued wrong and argued right. I filled the air with all I knew, but never saw what silence knew. The stars above would softly shine, while I was busy drawing lines between the seeker and the way, between tomorrow and today. Then came a wind I could not name, a fire untouched by earthly flame, and all the words I used to keep were scattered on the restless sea. The sea knows more than words, more than all I've ever learned. Break the pride that speaks so loud, teach this heart at last to bow. The sea knows more than words, where silent mysteries are heard. When the little self is gone, only truth carries on. A boatman stood beside the shore, his eyes had seen 1,000 storms. No robes of honor wrapped his frame, no one remembered even his name. Yet peace was living in his chest, like a bird returning to its nest. He smiled and watched the waters rise, as if he trusted hidden skies. I laughed and spoke of what I'd read, of saints and kings and creeds and deeds. He listened with a patient face, as waves kept dancing in their place. Then thunder rolled across the night and swallowed every distant light. The sea became a roaring prayer, and fear was moving through the air. The sea knows more than words, more than all I've ever learned. Break the pride that speaks so loud, teach this heart at last to bow. The sea knows more than words, where silent mysteries are heard. When the little self is gone, only truth carries on. The boat began to rise and fall, like a leaf beneath a waterfall. The sky was dark, the waves were wild, and I became a frightened child. My knowledge could not calm the rain, my learning could not stop the pain. The books I carried all those years could not rescue me from fear. The boatman turned and gently said, "Can you swim ahead?" I sing you. Teach me drowning into grace. Wash the mask from off my face. Let all I gathered overflow. Let me unlearn what I thought I know. The sea knows more than words, more than all I've ever learned. Every wave becomes a guide, leading me beyond my pride. The sea knows more than words, where silent mysteries are heard. When the little self is gone, only truth carries on. My knowledge was a little jar I carried proudly from afar, thinking I possessed the sea, while holding just a drop in me. But you were rivers without end, the source no mind can comprehend. The mountain, valley, moon and sun, the many faces of the one. I brought my vessel to your tide, and saw my poverty inside. For every answer that I knew was only